There are some things that are just quintessentially summertime, and a picnic is one of those things. But there are so many different ways to enjoy a picnic. It can be an effortless affair. I think of a French woman and what she might carry on a train: a fresh baguette with slices of cured ham, wrapped in paper, maybe with a little wedge of cheese, and some fresh cherries. Or the elaborate picnics we read about in an Austen novel, complete with pork pies, cold ham, sponge cake, and strawberries with cream, all piled into wicker hampers and served on blankets with a scattering of throw pillows. For me, the kind of picnic I pack is really just dependent on the occasion. First, there's a romantic picnic. When I'm planning a picnic for my husband and I to enjoy, it's usually because we're going on a date, so I want it to feel extra special. For this picnic, I like to have an assortment of cheeses and meats to pick at, with a baguette and some fine crackers, some antipasto bits to nibble on, all the things that I would add to a charcuterie board. Fine crackers in really pretty boxes make my heart so happy. It seems so silly, but one time I had seen on Ask Charlie her set out this little wicker basket full of all these boxes of pretty little crackers with some cheese and a simple loaf of bread on a table, and it just stuck with me as something I loved. And so ever since then, I have a little wicker basket with some gourmet crackers in it. And every time I pull it out and see it, it makes me smile. There are so many different things you could do menu-wise for a picnic. It really just depends on the amount of work you want to put into it and what you enjoy doing. You could easily go to a store, buy a bunch of side salads, throw them in some takeout containers so it's easy to dispose of, and maybe grab a bucket of fried chicken to enjoy cold. Or make a few simple sandwiches, a tray of brownies, and maybe a really juicy watermelon that you can cut up in big wedges. That's just as classic picnic as any of the others. All that matters is that you're enjoying food outside, hopefully in a comfortable spot, making the most of a beautiful day. Then, because it's something special, I like to buy a nice cake. When we were first dating, there was an Italian cafe that always had a showcase full of the most delicious desserts. Our grocery store now carries some of these cakes, and occasionally I find my favorite, this mocha almond fudge cake. Of course, I only purchase it on the rare occasion that it's reduced. I tuck it away in the freezer in case I need it for something special. A couple of slices are the perfect way to end a date night, especially because I didn't have to make it myself. I saw someone do this on a reel once, and I thought it was brilliant, storing the slices upside down like a little cake dome. Because the classic basket doesn't keep anything cool, I just use the basic lunch bags I have that I found on Amazon. They fit perfectly into the basket and fold down when we're done. This is also a linen tablecloth and napkin sort of affair, with real glasses and actual dishes. It is worth all of the extra effort. If I'm going to have a more elegant picnic, I'm packing an old, proper picnic basket, and I don't even care if it's more cumbersome. The second picnic is an effortless one, the kind I like to throw together when I'm out on my own for a day. Maybe I'm in the city and I want something easy, but still nice to enjoy on a bench in the historic gardens, or on the beach overlooking the ocean. I want it to feel special, but I need it to be easy. Sausage rolls are a really great alternative to a classic sandwich. I found these little bags of rosemary chips from IKEA of all places, and I love them. Cherries are perfect for nibbling on, and nothing feels more like a picnic than a giant cookie from a bakery. I couldn't resist these cans of sparkling rosé kombucha either. They're so pretty and are perfect for one. I found this woven cooler bag earlier this year from HomeSense, and while I left it the first time, I am so glad they still had one in stock when I went back, because I have used this so many times and it makes me smile every single time. Now, the final picnic isn't necessarily a proper picnic, but it's along the same lines. When my husband's parents were here, we had gone for ice cream. They had nor'easters, which is their version of a blizzard. Vanilla soft serve with some different toppings added. Well, they're not exactly cheap, but a simple vanilla soft serve is really quite reasonable. While waiting in the checkout line one day, I was looking at the chocolate bars and suddenly thought, why not get a few of our favorites to crush up, and the next time we get ice cream, make ourselves our own blizzards? Well, one brilliant idea turned into another, and suddenly we were using our insulated mugs to add our ice cream to keep them cold, so that we could go over the mountain and enjoy them on the beach. We can't always get out for a full date night, but sometimes it's just nice to get out for a little bit, just the two of us. So I threw our cups and the toppings in a basket, grabbed a sweater and a blanket, my husband some wood, kindling, and our camp chairs, and off we went to enjoy ice cream on the beach. It was so inexpensive, but we had so much fun. A fire on the beach is a lovely way to spend an evening together, enjoying the beauty of the setting sun, listening to the sound of the waves coming in, and then seeing the stars come out slowly one by one. Psalms 19, verse 1 to 11 says, "The heavens declare the glory of God, and the firmament showeth his handiwork. Day unto day uttereth speech, and night unto night showeth knowledge. There is no speech nor language where their voice is not heard. Their line is gone out through all the earth, and their words to the end of the world. In them hath he set a tabernacle for the sun, which is as a bridegroom coming out of his chamber, and rejoiceth as a strong man to run a race. His going forth is from the end of the heaven, and his circuit unto the ends of it, and there is nothing hid from the heat thereof. The law of the Lord is perfect, converting the soul. The testimony of the Lord is sure, making wise the simple. The statutes of the Lord are right, rejoicing the heart. The commandment of the Lord is pure, enlightening the eyes. The fear of the Lord is clean, enduring forever. The judgments of the Lord are true and righteous altogether. More to be desired are they than gold, yea, than much fine gold, sweeter also than honey and the honeycomb. Moreover, by them is thy servant warned, and in keeping of them there is great reward.